Hey guys, Shuttle Crypto here. Wanted to make a video update. We got some huge moves just about an hour ago, and Bitcoin literally tore through our channel and broke through the top and went straight to our $5,000 target. We had 5,100 on Coinbase. We hit 5,200 on BitMEX. And as you guys remember, our target was this cluster of consolidation here between 5.2 thousand to 5.6 thousand, which we pretty much met. Fell a little bit short of it as sellers came in and started selling once we reached that area of consolidation. And we're now sitting at 4.6 thousand on Coinbase, a little bit higher on BitMEX and some other exchanges. And so I'm going to talk about what I'm expecting here to maintain our bullish momentum. If you guys recall my last video, I mentioned that we could break out of the channel to the upside and that I'd want to see the volume come in on a break of that channel. We talked about how some were concerned about the declining volume, and I said it's not a concern as long as we get expanding volume on the breakout, which, as you guys can see very clearly, we got some expanding volume on this breakout. Massive volume came in on this move to the upside, so I think it is a very real move, and I do think that the impulsive scenario that I talked about in my last video is actually coming into play now. If you guys haven't seen that last video, I will add the URL in the description of this video so you guys can check it out and see exactly what I was talking about and what I'm referring to. It played out literally exactly how I said it would. We did get a pretty strong injection here, but I'm going to talk about that right now in this video, what my expectations are here, and how you guys can get in on this if you miss the initial pump out of the channel. So as you guys can see, we got right to the top of the channel, and then we just blew right through it. Here's what I'm looking at now to maintain this bullish momentum. A lot of people are asking me a lot of questions about Bitcoin and alts and what are the targets and this and that. So I figured I'd make this quick little YouTube video update to cover everything that I'm expecting and seeing with the current situation. So right now we broke above our supply zone at 4.3 to 4.5K, just tore right through it, rejected at our next target zone, and we're now back down to around 4,700 here, right? So what I'm expecting now, guys, is I'm expecting a retest of this 4.3 to 4.5K level, and I want to see it hold, and I think it will hold. I think we're going to retest it. This supply zone should now flip to a demand zone now that we've broken through it. I believe it will be held and will consolidate here before coming higher again, and once again attempting to take out this 5.2 to 5.6 thousand dollar level. So what I would look for here, if you guys are looking to jump in here, look for a retest of this 5.3 to 5.5K level. If we get a retest off of it, that's your chance to enter in if you haven't entered in already. And your target would be this block of resistance right over here. As far as alts are concerned, a lot of the alts with this most recent pop, let's take Bitcoin Cash for example. With this most recent pop, Bitcoin kind of stole the show, and a lot of alt Bitcoin pairs dropped very strongly. As you can see, we had this strong dump here on the Bitcoin Cash to Bitcoin pairing. However, remember, if you're measuring in terms of fiat, almost every alt has gone up. For example, Bitcoin Cash is now sitting at 180. Before the spike, it was at 166. Hit 190, back to 180. So the USD fiat pairings are most likely up on most of the alts because Bitcoin has gone up in value as well. However, a lot of the Bitcoin pairings dumped when Bitcoin saw the move, which is to be expected. But what I think is going to happen now is these alts will continue to rally against their Bitcoin pairing when Bitcoin starts to consolidate, which I think is going to happen pretty much now that we've gotten the spike out of the way. You should see some consolidation, and this is a time when a lot of alts are going to start rallying as well, in my opinion. Particularly interesting, Bitcoin Cash, guys. We know that we're trying to make a large cup and handle here. I want to see us get above this blue, close above this blue in the daily. Ideally, that would be an excellent thing to see, and may consider going long if we do that on the Bitcoin Cash to Bitcoin pairing. I'm still holding all my Bitcoin Cash spot that I bought. Wasn't in any leverage positions when this dump happened as far as the Bitcoin pairings go, so that was great. But I am looking to re-enter because I do think that this cup will now pan out now that we've gotten the major move on Bitcoin. I think that we are seeing a cup and handle reversal here, which means I would expect this Bitcoin Cash to Bitcoin pairing to climb in the coming days, and as it climbs, it's going to make sense to be in Bitcoin Cash over Bitcoin. So most likely as Bitcoin consolidates this massive move we just had, a lot of alts like Bitcoin Cash are going to pop off and make massive gains, in my opinion. So I am still holding all my Bitcoin Cash, and I am still holding a little bit of Bitcoin, and I'm holding most of my leveraged Ethereum longs that I got into yesterday, right? So Ethereum, as you guys can see, bursted above this channel, hit this level perfectly that we had mapped out, rejected off of it, and now fell back into the channel. So Ethereum could also here have some retracement as well. So something to be a little bit cautious about. Let us take a look here. on Ethereum. So yeah, Ethereum may also consolidate here before continuing higher. But just in general, guys, I think in terms of fiat pairings at least, most everything will now continue up along with Bitcoin as long as Bitcoin can maintain the level that I mentioned, this 4,500 to, or sorry, 4,300 to 4,500 level. So as long as we hold this, guys, I'm still very bullish, and this could be the start of a major, massive move to the upside, as I mentioned in my last video. So I'm holding all my spot right now. I haven't taken any profits on it. I got really great entries on my leveraged Ethereum long, so I'm holding those as well. I just think that there's so much upside potential here. It would be a pity to take profits early and then miss out on the massive moves that I think are coming in. So again, as long as we hold 4.3 to 4.5K for Bitcoin, I'm going to be bullish here and continue to hold for higher up to take profits. All right. That is all I wanted to cover, guys. Really, all alts in general, the idea is it's supposed to work this way. It normally does. When Bitcoin is seeing massive moves, the alt pairings will usually dump. And then when Bitcoin needs to digest this massive move and consolidates and moves sideways, that is when those alts that previously dumped start to pop again. That's ideally how I'd like to see it happen. It doesn't necessarily mean it will, but that's what I'd like to see. Again, Bitcoin, I expect it to come down here and then consolidate, move sideways in this area for a little bit of time, maybe move sideways right here in this lower area for a period of time before popping up again and continuing on to our targets. So that is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. And so when this consolidation happens, I would expect major alts to pop off, smaller alts as well. Just alts in general should hopefully pop off as Bitcoin consolidates and digest this massive move that we just had. Other than that, guys, I don't have much to update right now. We talked about the wave count in my prior video. If you guys haven't seen it, again, I'm going to link it in the description. Please watch my prior video. I talk about the wave count and what we could be seeing here. So I don't want to go over it all over again. But basically, guys, massive move that I said could happen. Looks like it happened. We hit 5,100. We hit our target. Could this be the end of the move to the upside? Yes. But as long as we hold 4.3 to 4.5K, I believe we will continue higher. That is all I have for this video right now, just to update you guys. I hope that answered some questions and clarified some things. And if you guys have any other questions, I'm trying to get back to everyone as soon as I can. I just have so many people asking so many questions everywhere on Twitter and my Discord, so it's hard to keep up right now. So please bear with me, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little update. All right, thanks.